Hello friends, I'm gonna teach you how to do your nails at home so they look like this for way less of the price. You can also make them your own. I'm sorry, there's a cat who really wants to come in here. Anyway, okay, today I'm going to redo my nails. So I use hard gel, which is what they call it. It's like not quite acrylic and it's not as soft as gel. So it really gives you that like hard acrylic feel, but you can brush it on like gel nail polish. So this has been like the easiest way for me to do my nails and skip the salon. So sometimes I'll go get them done at the salon to save time at some point, right? And I get them to shape them up real nice. And then when they grow out, this is how I get more life out of them. That's finally ready to be redone. I file them, just like they're your real nail, you shape them. And then you're just gonna buff off the top. So you're gonna buff off all the shiny part. You get a little free show during the nail tutorial here. So what you're gonna do is buff off the top. So I'm gonna do these steps and then I'm gonna fast forward and come back so that you can see where I'm at instead of boring you with all the details on the entire time I'm gonna do this, because it does take about an hour, but to me it's worth it, saving whatever 50 bucks at the salon, and you get to make them how you like them. Now you're in control and you can make them exactly how you want. And the best part about this is that it's self-leveling. So when you paint it on, it levels itself and flattens out to the shape of your nail by itself. So it doesn't get lumpy, it doesn't like pool up in places. As long as you're doing like a thin, nice, even coat, put it in the lamp, do another coat, you'll get this nice hard layer, and it won't be too thick, it won't be gloppy. You can paint whatever color, gel polish color you want over it, make your little designs. I'll show you how to do all of that and show you how easy it is. So I'm gonna go through, shape them. I mean, they're already shaped. I might just take a little bit of the length off and just kind of clean them up. And then I'm gonna go over, buff the top of them. Once the top is buffed, you can put your foundation over top of it, put it in the lamp, and it's like you're starting a fresh set now. But you can't put a fresh set over the shiny part because it has nothing to adhere to. You have to buff off that top coat so that it has a rough surface to really cling to and stick on. So that's why we're gonna buff the top, and then we're just gonna go over with the exact same color again, this like nude pink, and you're not even gonna be able to tell the difference where that line was. Or you could do it with clear, either one really, and then paint over it. Say I wanted to go full red, wouldn't matter if I did clear or pink underneath because I'm gonna paint over top. So I'm gonna do some of the back work, and then I'm gonna show you what I do to like just one. Okay, so if you don't have a drill, you can use a really coarse grit file. This one is 80, so that's very coarse. And you wanna make sure that you don't file or buff over your real nail with this because it's very strong and it will file your real nail down and damage it. So you only wanna file over the actual nail. So we're only gonna do the top part of the nail, not down here where you can see the nail grew in. So just here, not down here where my nail grew in, only here. So you're gonna go in pretty hard and really get that shine off And so you can see the color of the heart came off too. That's what we want. So you really want to file that down. Again, not getting on your natural nail. I kind of hold the back of my finger to keep it steady with my thumb. Going around the edges, getting all of that top coat off. So I'm doing all the edges. Making sure you've got a pretty even area to work with. So when you put your new polish over top, it's even. So you really want to get it as even as possible and pretty thin because you're going to go over it with this new layer or two. Once you get, a good amount of it off, and now you're getting down to where the fake nail reaches the real nail growing in, you're going to want to go in with a softer board and buff the real nail just a tiny bit, you're going to want to buff the transition point between the fake nail and the real nail so that you smooth that whole area out. So you want to use a really soft board for that so that you're not damaging your real nail. But you do want to smooth the transition between your real nail and the fake nail. Also, if any part of your fake nail is lifting up a little bit, so something like this I got on Amazon as part of like a 2-for thing, this and this. This you use to push your cuticles back. See that? So you go in and push these back, and you can go in with these. And if there's any part of the fake nail that has started to lift up, you would get right under there and cut it. The goal being that you don't want any moisture or air pockets underneath of that fake nail, because when we go over it with the new layer, air or moisture could get trapped under there and cause fungus to grow on your nail. We don't want that. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm just gonna file a little bit more around the edge. You want it to look as, rounded, even as possible. So I think that looks great. That's what it should look like. I'm gonna go through and just do that to each nail. Last night I filed them all down, so you can see it's just like a very base layer. And I took off the sides where it was kind of peeling up a tiny bit. Like you could see that it looks a little bit white compared to pink, like air is getting underneath of there. So we clipped that back, filed the top all down, nice and smooth, easy to adhere to for this new product. First, we're going to prep our nails with like a dehydrator type of product. You could also use alcohol. And I suggest not getting your nails wet for at least an hour. Like, don't wash your hands, don't touch anything that's wet, don't take a shower. Like, plan this out that you're gonna do your nails at a certain time. Don't get them wet. You want them to be as dry as possible. And you can use this dehydrator to really help achieve that. So you're just gonna use a tiny bit over the nail, especially the nail bed, because that's where the natural oils are on your nail. So you really want to make sure you get that. Let it dry. Once you use your dehydrator and let that dry for a minute or two, then you're going to use this second product. It's a bonding protein, and it's really going to help the polish stick to your nail and won't have any of that lifting on the edges. So definitely recommend this. I think I got both of these on Amazon for less than $15 for the set. I really do think it helps your manicure stay on longer. So you just use a tiny bit of this. You really don't need a lot, and you really just need it on the bottom where your natural nail is growing in. You really just want it to be on your natural nail at the bottom there. The cats are trying to get in here. They're not happy that I closed the door. Now you're going to let that dry for a few minutes. So this is the nail lamp that I bought on eBay, I think I did. The Cindy. This is a really quality lamp. Don't know if you really need to go that hard, but you know me. You could also buy products on beyondpolish.com. That's a great website for these polishes that you can't always find on Amazon. I did find a lot of this stuff on Amazon though. This IBD builder gel. This is the cover pink color. I also have a clear color. And this is the best foundation and top coat that I have found. It's called Gelish. Sometimes you can find this on Amazon, but I think I bought this on beyondpolish.com. You get the foundation and the top coat. Sometimes you can find a kit that also has a color with it too, so you get all three in a little bundle. Today we're just using the foundation and top coat. I'm going to use this cover pink and hope that it covers the current pink that is from actually the salon, and that it's going to look just seamless and like a very light pink. But if it doesn't totally cover it, I do have a light pink color, and I'm going to just go over it with one coat so I get that nice cute little baby pink. Then I might go in with a little bit of this white. You could either do like a French manicure with this, or you could do little polka dots, which is kind of what I'm after. I think polka dots would be super cute.